Now today's episode is something that a lot of you have been requesting for. It's going to be an episode on concealers. Here we have some things that can help. So we have a Pore Smoother from ZA, and we also have a Dr. Young Pore Eraser Balm. Now we are featuring two because this is about twice the price of this, so we're gonna see which one is more effective. Okay, and we're gonna test it on an orange. Alright, the next one we have the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer. It's got like special particles that reflect and bend and diffuse light and everything to make you look flawless. And we also have the Line Filler Base from MAC. Now this is to fill wrinkles and fine lines that you may have on your face. Yeah? So one more time, today we have pore concealers, we have under eye concealers, and we have wrinkle fillers. So let's start concealing! Okay, so it's been decided. On the left side, we have the ZA side, and on the right side, we have the Dr. Young Pore Eraser Balm side, okay? And we're going to use an orange to simulate the skin. See? It looks like there are a lot of pores, so easier to see the difference. I'm going to start with the ZA one. Oh, it's very smooth. It's very balmy. And I'm going to try it on this side. Okay, now you don't want to put too much because you don't want it to cake. You just want to like take this and like sort of like tap it in. Okay? Now they say that even though it's supposed to fill out your pores, it's not supposed to clog up your pores, right? So you don't want to like scoop in like... That's not a very good idea. Okay, now I'm going to leave that to settle. And now we will try the Dr. Young. Okay, this is definitely a thicker consistency. So then I'm gonna... Ah, look at this. See the way it goes on? It really seems to like fill up everything, huh? And I'm just going to put the foundation on and see how it looks. It's not sticking to the part that has no balm, you know. But you can tell it's really like... You can still see the holes, but it's actually not too bad. Like, it covered up quite a fair bit. Okay, let me try on the other side and see how that compares, okay? Okay, so if you note, both sides have covered up the pores quite well. But if you notice, the Dr. Young side is not caking as much as the ZA side. Like, the ZA side is some serious cakeage going on, right? And I tried it on my hand as well before, and it does the same thing. So, but I think it's also a combination of what foundation you use, right? So this kind of thing, usually you need to, a tip, if you're going out to try this kind of thing, bring the foundation that you would normally use and try it on your hand. So you put this first, right? And then cover it with foundation and see how it reacts, because different foundations react to different bases. Okay, so based on this, the Dr. Young one seems to do a better job. So in the meantime, I'm going to give the Dr. Young one an 8, and I'm going to give the ZA a 6. Okay, so now I'm going to try the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer. Now this is supposed to have photochromatic pigments in it that's supposed to bend, diffuse and reflect light. So it's like, you know when you bounce light off something, it hides all the flaws. Right? Something like that. So anyway, I'm going to remove the concealer on this side of my face and put this on and see how it compares to a normal concealer that doesn't have photochromatic pigments. Right? Okay, this is pretty good coverage. It's relatively smooth for a stick concealer. This is also good like if you have pimples, right? Because I find that this kind of like thicker consistency, this kind of creamy consistency will stay longer on your pimples as opposed to like a liquid concealer that you put on and then you pat with powder after a while it comes off. This one definitely does the job as a concealer, so I think now I'm going to have to take a photo with flash and see what the difference is. Okay, so if you take a look at the iPhone photo, right, it's not actually super obvious, but if you look really carefully, if you're really looking for it, then you can see a difference. It kind of works, but it's also, like this kind of concealer, this kind of cream concealer, right, it gets a little bit cakey, so if your skin is very dry, this is not very suitable. Yeah, if you want to be going out at night and taking a lot of photos with flash, that kind of thing, then maybe this would be, like, you'll be able to see the difference, but other than that, it's not a huge noticeable difference. I think I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Okay, so now I'm going to try the line filler from MAC. This is the Prep and Prime line. This is basically a filler. It's like the pore fillers, but this is for lines. So the forehead has the most obvious line. So I'm going to remove the foundation from my forehead, put on one half, and then I'm going to like put foundation again and see how it turns out, okay? I hear that you really don't need a lot of this. It's just a very small amount and you just kind of like dab it on. So this really feels a lot smoother here now. It feels like a lot more velvety. Okay, so now let's do a preliminary test without the foundation. If I do that, it's less wrinkles, right? If I really go like, of course you're gonna see lah. Okay, let me see with the foundation. Let's see how it holds up underneath foundation. So let's have a look again. Okay, so can I just say I'm very #impressed. This is very cool. I feel like the whole right side of my face just went through a facelift. You see? I would give this an 8.5. This is really very good. Okay, so we've come to the end of the episode on concealers. Exciting, right? Anyway, for concealers, right, there are many different kinds, and it's really a personal preference, like what you like and what works best for your skin type. So some people like the stick, some people like the cream, some people like liquid, some people just like highlighters. So, you know, just play around, find the ones that you like, right? And okay, if we here at the Try and Tester team had to pick one, unanimously we have decided on the Amazing Concealer from Amazing Cosmetics. And I'm gonna show you why it's so amazing. Okay, so here we go. So first, consistency. It's like a mixture of both liquid and cream with lip gloss. Because if you look at that, see? Have you ever seen concealer that does that? It's really nice and sticky, and that means that it will really adhere to your skin, right? And it's like, it's the best of both worlds really, because it's liquid and it's sticky. If you spread it out, look at the coverage that gives you. And a lot of our makeup artist friends and our model friends love this, swear by it, so we thought we'd share it with you. And as you can tell, so much coverage that a little goes a long way. And just so you know, we're really not paid to do this, it's just because it's so amazing we have to share with you how amazing it was. So that brings us to the end of the episode. Okay, if you want to find out more about the products, go to our Facebook page. If you want to leave us comments on what to try, what you'd like to see, comment box down below. In the meantime, go be beautiful. Mwah!